Well, I thought I might do a bit of tidying up before making this video, but then I thought, let's tell it as it is. Look at all that stuff I've got out there on the bike lift under the bike. I'll clear that up again later. Had some more good progress today. I've got all the wiring tidied up now, and I've got the brake light switch working. Hopefully we can see that. And also, now I don't know, you're either going to like this or not. I suppose opinions might be divided, but I found an old Altet horn, and the only place I could realistically put it on this bike was there. I had thought of putting it here, but I think it would have interfered with the forks compressing. I think it would have probably ended up getting hit by the mudguard, so I put it there. It works. You see. So we've now got a full set of lights and horn and stoplight. And I've been running the engine off and on, and I've got to say, I think that it's looking like it's trying to tick over now actually. Let's just give it a go. There's my top secret ignition switch. No more wires to plug in and disconnect to start and stop it. I'll hop up here and we'll start it up again and see. I've had it running about 10 minutes ago, and all seems well. Let's see what we got. Oops. Getting very near to it now. I've got a rather optimistic Indian copy of the Smith's chronometric in the box there, just like the one on the Sports Cub replica. So I've got that to fit. Yeah, we're going to stop I think now. And once I've got the speedometer fitted and connected up, it's really pretty much good to go under its own power. Obviously I've got to bolt the seat on. I just plopped that on there just to sort of make it look a bit more complete. But I think it's taking shape, this thing, at last. And like I say, it's not going to be a stunner initially anyway, but what I'm going for is structurally and mechanically sound and in a roadworthy condition. And once I've got it on the road, registered and so on, and I can use it, then obviously I'll probably begin the process of tidying it up a little bit here and there, bit by bit. But the main goal will be to keep it in good working order, look after it and improve it slightly as I go along. But the engine seems to be getting better and better. It wet sumps a little bit if it's left overnight. You start it up and you get a few puffs of smoke for a couple of minutes, and then that clears. Mechanically it sounds good. Like I say, I haven't been messing with the carburettor. It just seems to be more inclined to tick over, so I'm not going to complain about that. Everything's as it should be. It's got the original 376 monoblock on it, and all the jets and everything are standard size. Yeah, hopefully before too long I'll be able to get some paperwork sorted for it. I think I'm going to change the tank, because the lugs for the knee pad, the rubber knee pad on this side, are missing, and it'd be quite a palaver to crop some off, even a scrap tank. I think I have got a very rusty old scrap tank somewhere, but to get the lugs off that one if they're any good and get them welded onto this one. I think what I'm probably going to do, I think I have actually got another set of badges. I think the silver tank that I had on this one, the original but slightly scruffy one, I think I'll dig out again and put on this one. I personally am not a fan of this shape of tank on the Tiger Cub. I know what they were doing. They were trying to make it look more like the Bonneville of the day, and I never really liked the tanks on the pre-unit Bonnevilles. I thought they were a bit sort of blobby looking, and obviously these are made to look like a scaled down version of those tanks. My favourite shape of tank for a Tiger Cub is of course what we got on the Trials Cub, a little narrow type there. I've also got one obviously on the yellow bike up here. Someone's put later eyebrow Bonneville badges on that one, and I've got one on my Sports Cub replica there. So they're quite hard to come by, those tanks, but side on these wider tanks look the same. It's just that they're about 3 inches wider when you look down on them over the top. But I prefer the look of these, and I've got, like I say, I've got the one I took off this bike. I think it might be finding its way onto this one. But as for where I've got the horn there, I'll leave that to, I'll see what sort of comments I get on that. It would actually sort of balance it out if I put another one on there, but I think we'll be going down the Honda CB750 route then, and I'm not trying to emulate one of them. At least I got a horn there, it works, it's out the way, it does the job. Maybe I'll be able to conjure up another location. I had thought of putting it here, but there wasn't really room, it wouldn't work. I also thought I might put it on the redundant high level exhaust pipe bracket, but it would have probably fouled on the swing arm, and I didn't want to put it too close to the wheel anyway, because you get all sorts of muck and water on it and on the electrical connections and so on. So I think really that is quite a practical solution, even if it looks a little bit odd. That's where I'm leaving it today. I've got a bit of cleaning and tidying up to do here, put some of this lot away, and I'm going to call it a wrap for the day.